Hello everyone, welcome back to another Transformers haul vid. Had a reasonable weekend this weekend. I only went to a couple of boot fairs. I actually was going to go to a couple on Saturday, but I wasn't feeling that great, so unfortunately I missed the odd one. But they weren't necessarily the ones where I tend to find much out anyway, so I'm hoping I didn't miss anything. Right, getting on to the haul, rather than keep you waiting. I found a couple of junker Cyberverse, which I'm hoping I'll find the other bits for and be able to sort them out. First of which is one I have been looking for, which is Grindor, I believe, which is a recolour of the Cyberverse Blackout, but he's missing one of his leg sections at the back there. But again, hopefully I'll be able to find that piece and sort him out. Did have a good look through the box where it was for sale. The next one is missing a bit of the forearm, which is a recolour. I believe it's supposed to be Starscream, though the colour scheme does kind of look a bit Thundercrackerish, but he's just missing the black forearm. If it was just a normal silver one, it would be easy to sort out, because I could just do it off a Starscream one, but yeah, unfortunately it's black, so it's over a case of if I find another one of these I can sort it out, or worst comes to worst I could always get a sort of different colour one and paint the arm black just to finish it off. But not a bad little figure anyway. Most of these were from one seller, so I'll sort of let you know how much they all set me back in a minute. Now the next one is the Fallen in the Cyberverse line, but I'm pretty sure somebody's already been playing around with this, because I think they're Megatron's legs from the flying first movie Cyberverse figure, but they'll do for now, just in case, until I can find another version of him and sort him out. But he's missing an arm as well. Again, looked through like all the toy box looking for the missing parts. I did manage to sort out a couple of figures, what I'll show you. The next Cyberverse one, which actually is one I've been looking for as well, is the recolour of the Springer mould. Now I'm not sure if this is supposed to be Air Raid or one of the other or sort of aerial bots, sort of namesakes, but it's a recolour of the Springer Cyberverse figure anyway. But been looking for that one because I've seen that colour scheme before, so I was pretty chuffed to find that, and he's fine, complete, all his blades are there on his propellers, so nice stiff joints as well on that, so really pleased with that. The next one was actually from one of the other sellers where I did get a separate one, but I'll show you it just as we're going through. Now I'm not sure of the name, I know it's an Autobot, but it kind of looks a little bit like Swindle from the Combaticons with the colour scheme, but he's obviously missing his weapon. Whether or not he had one of the keys to actually activate the weapons and stuff, I don't know if that was from the same sort of line, but not a bad figure. The actual robot mode is perfectly fine, so just got to find the guns really for it. And the same goes with this guy, though I've got the key for him. I'm not sure again on the figure, it's a Decepticon, and it's sort of in disguise of like Sector 7, so it's like one of their little off-road cars, but I do have the key, and as you can see if I bring that in, it's got the Sector 7 logo on the front, so yeah, with a sort of cube reference on it. So obviously there is a key activated weapon on him as well, but the figure's all there, so again I might be able to find the weapon and complete him at some point. Now getting to the next one as well, working up in sort of size, and I had to put this guy together because his gun was missing, which I found, and the exhaust pipe was missing, and one of the legs was off, but I found that rooting around the box as well, and I think he's classed as Clocker, Autobot sort of futuristic car, a little bit reminiscent of Hot Rod with the exhaust pipes on the side, but really nice little figure. Key activated weapons, but unfortunately his key wasn't there, but obviously you can activate it with the Decepticon one. But yeah, really nice little figure, really glad to pick that one up. Again in the same lot, I also picked up I suppose it's Revenge of the Fallen, and it's Skids, but it's the green deluxe version. Really pretty pleased with that. I've got the same mould in the tuner version of this, but I'd quite like to find the original versions like this one, so it gives me the option of which ones I want to display, whether or not I'll go for the standard version or the tuner version. Now the next bit I found is missing a piece, and it's quite a crucial piece because it's his head in robot mode, and it's also a vital part in his beast mode, but it's actually animated swoop. Now he's missing his pterodon or pterodactyl fin off the back of his head, which becomes the robot head, so that's something I've got to look out for. But the main thing is he has got everything else there as far as I can tell. His limbs in both robot mode and dinosaur mode are there, so you never know, I might well find another one of these guys missing arms and legs, and as long as he's got his head I'll be able to sort him out. So quite pleased to find that. I've seen really sort of badly damaged Grimlocks and that before, but not seen the other Dinobots before. And as I say, I hadn't seen the other Dinobots. I actually got missing probably a weapon for him and that, but I actually managed to get slag. So again, really nice, quite basic obviously because of the animated sort of like line up of it, but really do quite like that one, and the robot mode is quite amusing. Might have to do a review on him at some point, but yeah, I quite like the simplicity, put my teeth back in. Yeah, really like that. It's quite basic but really fun, and the expression on the robot's face is really rather good, so yeah, really pleased with that. Now the last piece what came from that seller was actually a Robot Heroes figure. Now I know Black Rabbit, I think it's 46666, picks these up as well, and it's one of the Robot Heroes Transformer line, and it's Decepticon Brawl from the first movie. Again, one I haven't got, so pretty pleased to pick it up. Now that whole lot, apart from the yellow Jeep, sent me back a grand total of £3, which to be fair wouldn't buy you a Cyberverse figure in the shops most of the time, so really pleased with that. This one cost me, was it 20p or 50p, something like, I think it was 20p from a seller, so again really pleased, even though it's missing the weapons. Now what I also found for a grand total of, now was that the 50p I'm thinking of, was an Action Force figure. Now I believe this guy was called Deep Six, and I think it's like a deep sea diver figure. Now he's only got arm articulation at the shoulder, so a really basic figure, but he is from 1984, so he's really knocking on a bit now, nearly 30 years old, so other than that he's in pretty tidy condition. The paintwork's really good on him, so I was really pleased to find that, because it's really nice to find the Action Force figures now and again. It takes me back to that sort of interim period between Star Wars ending and Transformers coming out, and I did sort of go a little bit into Action Force at that point. I've got a few other bits knocking around in amongst my collection, hidden away in the roof. But my last thing I found, which is a first for me, I found a Prime figure at the boot fair. Now this had obviously been brought for a kid, and the kid didn't want it, or the kid doesn't like Transformers or whatever, or he already had this particular one, and the parents obviously didn't want to tell that person who brought it that he'd already got it or he didn't want it. So I got mint in box, although he's out of the box now, Prime Knockout. So there's his box, which I opened, and of course there he is in all his glory. Now I know he's not one of the most favourite Prime line figures. I kind of like him. I think he's not that bad at all. He does suffer with the old sort of hollow back syndrome, but then to be fair, the Combaticons from the Fall of Cybertron line suffer just as much as that, I think, going by the reviews I've seen. So yeah, I think I did quite well for £4. He's a rather nice little figure to pick up. I know they do the Replicable label set for him, Whether or not I bother to get that or not, I don't know. But yeah, I quite like him, and I do like Aston Martins anyway, so I was quite happy to find that. Now that's pretty much my haul. I'm hoping next week, being a bank holiday weekend, I'm going to be able to get out to some. There might be some on the Saturday. I'm definitely going to one because I'm actually going to sell it as well, not Transformers, just sort of odds and ends, on the Sunday, so I'll be going around that one as well as selling it while I leave my other half manning the table. And of course there's bound to be some, I know there's definitely one I'm going to go to on the bank holiday Monday as well, so I've definitely got the 3 days that I'm going to have a chance to get something anyway. I did see a few other bots while I was knocking around, actually even from this same seller who sold me most of these, but they were really sort of pretty bashed up, missing too many pieces, and actually already like figures I've already got, and certainly not worth picking up for anybody else. I think there was it's not the actual G2 version of the, I'm trying to think what it is, like the stealth bomber, like the version I've got is actually the version I saw, which is the BB and sort of Starscream. Saw the BB, like the larger one, but he was pretty messed up and quite a few bits missing off of him. There was I think it's Armada or Energon Inferno, missing loads of bits. A couple of Cyberverses what were in worse shape than those ones, and I'm trying to think what it was. There was another one as well, but again, not worth picking up if they're that damaged, and especially like I say, if I've already got them, I'm not going to pick them up for somebody else if they're all in little bits, unless anybody wants one sort of certain bits for one to finish off a figure. In that case, let me know and I'll keep my eye out. But yeah, not a great haul, but still pretty chuffed with the knockout. Finding a mint in-box prime figure for cheap money was sort of, that finished the day off for me. I quite enjoyed finding him. Yeah, so hopefully I shall have a haul next week. I shall probably do my question and answer vid after filming this one, so I shall no doubt see you for that, and after that probably it'll either be a review if I get a chance during the week, if not the next haul vid. So all I can say is thanks for watching. Please feel free to comment. If this is the first video you've seen, feel free to subscribe, and I shall see you again for another Transformer video. Thanks for watching.